Hello. I'm so glad you guys are joining me today. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff to go over before we get to the card project today, and I'm kind of not sure what order to do it in. So we may just jump in and hopefully I cover everything. Hopefully I don't forget anything. So I have the camera, you guys will see I'm much closer today. I have the camera a lot closer today because the card we're using a lot of blends, we're coloring, and I wanted you guys to be able to see that closer instead of farther away, and I didn't want to have to mess with the camera in the middle of the Facebook Live. So let's start with Paper Pumpkin, I guess. So I got my Paper Pumpkin, I think Saturday, I think it was Saturday. And oh my gosh, it's probably my favorite Paper Pumpkin in the history of Paper Pumpkin. It was phenomenal. Now, refills went up today for the Paper Pumpkin, and let me show you the stamp set. The stamp set is just gorgeous. We knew we were going to be getting a distinctive stamp set, so that means that it's kind of like a photorealistic flower, and so there's lots of, some of these greetings are upside down. I don't know. There's happy birthday, thinking of you, happy Mother's Day, for you, thank you, congratulations, best wishes. So it's really an all occasion stamp set. And then that flower is just so stunning. It's so stunning. I just checked about 5 minutes ago and the refills are still available. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can only buy the refills if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You can't buy them unless you're already subscribed to Paper Pumpkin. So if you got your kit and you also loved it, you need to buy some refills because they're amazing. So, and you can find those at my online store here. Just click shop now to get to my online store. And then on the left-hand side, there's a little thing that says Paper Pumpkin, and click on that. And that will take you to the past kits where you can purchase them. But look at this cute box and that flower. So this was like, this was already done in this color for the kit. Isn't that gorgeous? My tag got a little bent, but that's okay. And then the cards, I've already taken one card out. So I think the card comes with 9. The kit comes with 9 cards. And of course, I've already used one of mine because they're so gorgeous. So this was one of them. Happy birthday. And the cards had like this corrugated paper. And isn't that beautiful? So we stamped the leaves. And then I had these little enamel dots, which I just loved. And then the envelopes were all lined. So isn't that a beautiful, beautiful card? I really, really loved these cards. So let's see, I have 3 of those. And then this one, this was with that flower stamped. And then again, I stamped the leaves off once before stamping it on my card. I like the lighter leaves better. I thought that it made the leaves stand out more when I stamped them. And I think I have one here, yeah. So my first one that I did, I stamped them the full color. But I thought that they blended in too much with the flower and there wasn't a lot of distinction between the flower and the leaves. So I went with stamping them off, and I like them better stamped off. So this was another one. There's some corrugated stuff there too. But these cards and then the envelopes are lined as well, a little yellow. I'm not sure that's picking it up. But so I have 3 of these. So, and these all go in my box, and I used, my box was actually pretty tight fit. I'm not sure I could have fit that 9th one in because I used dimensionals, I think, on every layer, which I don't think you're supposed to do. But I didn't read my directions. I never do. And then this one was one of my favorites. This was like a watercolor paper that was already done for use. All you had to do was stamp on top of it, and some lined envelopes again. And I just love this kit so much. So I may order some refills for this kit too because it was definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, I loved it. So Paper Pumpkin, the kits are just getting better and better and better, you guys. I cannot say enough good things about Paper Pumpkin lately. They've been incredible. And Shelly, next month, if you want Paper Pumpkin, you got to sign up now. Next month is Shelly Gardner's kit. It's Hugs by Shelly. And it's going to be an incredible kit as well. Here's a little sneak peek of the kit. We got to make one of these on stage. And this is one of the cards from the kit. So cute. It's Shelly's style is kind of like vintage shabby chic kind of. It's fantastic. I love all of Shelly's projects. So I know that the May kit is going to be one that I love. So make sure you sign up by May 10th. If you're not signed up or subscribed by May 10th, you're not going to get the Shelly kit. And look how cute that box is. Oh, it's so darn cute. I may have to adjust my lighting. I feel like my lamp is a little off today. Let me see. Maybe it's because my phone is so low. I'm not sure. But this box, I can't wait for that box. That box alone. But I did my kit immediately, pretty much as soon as the mail was brought in. I was like, I gotta stamp that. It's so pretty. So I may stock up on some more. These would make just great cards for anybody, and a great gift. Look at how cute that is. Just, it's already packaged. It came with that acetate box. Just so cute. So make sure you head to my website and buy refills of that. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe by May 10th. You don't want to miss Shelly's kit. And okay, so that's one thing I had to tell you guys. Paper pumpkin, it's amazing. And then this ink spot this time was great. Granted, I pulled that out. I didn't show you guys, but I save my ink spots and I either let the kids use it or I give them as gifts. I never use them when they come in. I have all the ink colors, so I don't need them. Okay, guys, coming in what is this? Coming in May 1st, the Everything is Rosy product medley. This is not a kit, but it's a product medley. And I should have printed out the sheet that lists everything that comes in it, but I forgot. Hold on, I'm writing myself a note. Oh my God. But I forgot to print that out before I went live today. But there's so much stuff in here. There's framelits, there's a stamp set, there's DSP, there's rose gold shimmer paint, there's little die cut pieces, there's rose gold foil, there's little rose gold mirror accent things. There are tons and tons of products in here. It will be $80. It's more of a higher priced item, but you can make a ton of things with it. It's like an open-ended product medley. There's no instructions, so they're not going to give you the kit to make these projects, but you can do whatever you want. So it's really more for like an avid crafter who just wants these amazing coordinating supplies, but no instructions on how to make anything specific. They want to make their own thing. So that's really what this is. This is only while supplies last, and it's only going to be available in May while supplies last, of course. So if you want this, I would be prepared to purchase this on May 1st. So again, you would go to my website. This will be on the online store at my website. May 1st, which is Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, is May 1st. So watch for that. And if you want this, I would get, it's going to be a phenomenal product medley thing. I think it's going to be amazing. So, yeah, make sure you get it. May 1st. Also coming out May 1st, I have my next class to go. And it's going to be a big one, you guys. It's going to be like a Stamp-A-Stack class to go. You're going to make 9 cards. You're going to make 3 of each of the designs, 3 cards of each of the designs. And it's going to feature the Broadway birthday set. So that's all I'm going to tell you. You'll have to check my blog on May 1st, next Wednesday, for all the details on my class to go. So, but that's something to watch out for. And it's going to be a fantastic little Stamp-A-Stack. You'll get the, in my class to go, you'll get the stamp set and the framelit. So all you need to do is provide ink, and then I'll send you all the materials to do those 9 cards. It'll be 9 cards. Pretty amazing. So I think that was it. Oh, and then today, my goodness, we have so much going on. Today, the clearance rack was updated. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you head to my website, click the shop now link, head to my website. On the left-hand side, there's a link for the clearance rack. Make sure you check out the clearance rack. Tons of great stuff. A lot of it is from the holiday catalog, but there's some amazing stuff on there for some super low prices. Lots of DSP for like $4.80, I think. And DSP is normally $11, you guys. So $4, are you kidding me? It's incredible. So DSP, there's some other Christmas project kits on there for super cheap. So make sure, if you love a good deal, make sure you get that, those clearance rack. Go shop the clearance rack because it is a phenomenal deal. Make sure you look. And clearance rack items are only while supplies last too, and there's already items that have sold out since this morning. So don't miss the clearance rack. And then finally, if you love this video, please share it with your friends. I love meeting new friends and new stampers. And if you think somebody would love watching this cute little otter be made, this cute otter card be made, share the video with them so they can see it as well. And my business grows when you share, so I really, really appreciate it. Okay, we are making this card today. We're going to modify it a little bit. We're going to zhuzh it up a little bit. But, oh, isn't this little otter cute? I'm going to hold it up because he's He's so stinking cute. He is one of my favorites. So it is from the Postcard Pal stamp set, and this stamp set is retiring. This is leaving. It's not going to be in the new catalog, so if you love this stamp set, make sure you add it to your order when you're buying all the paper pumpkin refills and you're shopping the clearance rack. Make sure you add this guy too because it is so cute. These images are so cute. And this actually, I don't keep a lot of my stamp sets, but this one might be one that I have to keep just because the kids love this one so much too. They love coloring those images. So I don't know. That may be one that I don't part with, but this is what we're going to make. And he is so cute. The otter is my favorite, and I have used him a ton. I did some custom orders for a few friends. So I have colored this otter a ton, and I still love him. Sometimes when I overuse a stamp set, I start to get a little bored with it, but not this one. This one is so cute. And I forgot to mention, when you guys shop, please use my host code. If your order is $50 or more, I will send you a free pack of rhinestones this month. If your order is over $150, don't use the host code because you will get those Stampin' Rewards. So because we are coloring him with blends, I'm going to use my Memento ink. And I normally use my framelit after I stamp, but we are going to attempt to get him super straight. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit just so I can get right over it. But I am going to, we're going to go for it. But I didn't want to bring out my big shot for this, so I pre-cut my stitched rectangle. Pretty good. I love that. So it's on one of the stitched rectangles. And this is a fantastic framelit set. Definitely one of the basics that you absolutely need. Oh, we're not supposed to say framelits anymore. Ooh. The dies. Oh, I still need my black pad. I don't know why I'm putting it away. It's like I'm crafting by myself, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're also going to stamp the greeting. We're going to stamp Be Your Wonderful Self. And I'm going to try to do this right side up. Yesterday, guys, when I was making all these samples, I cannot tell you how many times I stamped stuff upside down. It was like a hot mess yesterday. Okay, we're going to try to line this up again. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not too crooked. We'll see. It's a little crooked, but you know what? We'll work with it. I'll tie my ribbon crooked and it'll all look great. Okay, let's go over our card bits before we stamp our last thing. So I have a lovely lipstick card base. This is cut 4 1/4 by 11. So that is my card base. And I'm going to use my bone folder, just give that a nice crisp feel there. Okay, and then I have Highland Heather, which is 5 1/4 by 4. That's going to go right on top. And then I have a piece of the Gingham Gala DSP. This is 2 by 5 1/2. And this is retiring too, guys. If you love this Gingham Gala paper, make sure you get it. And actually, I might have checked the inventory report, make sure that's still available. I think it is, but... And then I have a piece of lovely lipstick. This is just a scrap. This is 1 1/2 by 5 1/2. I'm going to show you something special we're going to do with this little scrap. So the length or the width of it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's 5 1/2 wide. Okay, so let's get our card base, because I do want to stamp a greeting inside while that finishes drying. This is the part that I kept stamping upside down, so I'm going to have to try not to stamp it, because let me show you my little example here. I had to put a piece of paper inside and layer it up, which looks good. It looks good, but the reason that's there is because under it, it's stamped upside down. So we'll see. If I do this again upside down, we may have to get out the paper cutter so I can cut a new piece of paper. So we'll see. I think it's right side up. I did check. We'll see. But that doesn't mean anything. I check stuff all the time. You're totally awesome in every way. Okay, now we are going to put this away because I am bound, determined to dip myself in ink. So I'm going to put that away. I have my little otter here. We're going to pull him out. And then we're going to assemble everything after we color. So let me pull out all my blends. I have a lot of blends. You guys are going to be like, oh, Lord, she has so many blends. But for this thing. So we have Light and Dark Lovely Lipstick. We have Light and Dark Highland Heather. We have Light and Dark Crumb Cake. Light and Dark Crumb Cake. So those are the ones we have, like the combos of the lights and the darks. And then I have Light Soft Suede, Light Old Olive, and light Mango Melody, and then always have your color lifter on hand for any mistakes. And I did have to use it yesterday, so I made sure to keep that out. So these colors, we're not really going to do any blending. The things I'm coloring with these is a small enough area that I'm not even going to worry about blending. So these are the only ones that we're going to do blending in on the larger spaces. So I'm going to start with my crumb cakes, and I'm going to start by coloring my little otter. So I'm going to pull my lids off. I like to have both open so I can switch back and forth easily. I'm going to start with my darker color. There is no right or wrong way to color with blends. Some people start with the light color and add the dark accent. Some people start with the dark and add the light later. There's no right or wrong. You do whatever you feel most comfortable with. And I mean, just practice. If you're worried that the blending isn't going to go well, stamp a couple on some scratch paper and just practice. Practice makes perfect. And the more you use the blends, the more comfortable you'll get. And the great thing about this stamp set is that the artist has already given you a lot of clues where the darkest shading is going to be. So like right here on his leg, there's extra shading there. So it's going to be darker there. And then on the other side where I added that, it's going to be darker there. So I am just really adding that darker color where the artist has done it. Because the artist has done all the work. Why am I overthinking it? The artist did it all, so I don't have to. So I added all my dark spots. And now I'm going to go in with my light. And I'm going to make sure that I go over that dark part and drag it out into my lighter area. And that is one way to color with blends. And we'll do another way for his shirt. Make sure you just go over that dark part and just blend it out. So he is so stinking cute though. I'm going to add a little bit of dark right here. Just a little bit of dark. This otter though is so stinking cute. This was one of the very first things I bought when the catalog went live last June, because I had to have him. And at the time, our zoo had just gotten otters. So we were like otter crazy here. My kids love otters, so we had to have this set. And again, that's probably why I just will never part with this set, because it's just too cute. I can't do it. So I'm just gonna go over, and I'm not going over his little nose here. I want that to be a lighter one, and we're going to use the light crumb cake on that in a minute, but I just want to make sure like the back of his face is a little darker. Okay. All right. So before I close up my dark crumb cake, I am going to go in and do his little feet. And here we go. Both feet. And there are some little small parts on this stamp set, so just use your tips that you feel most comfortable with. I use my brush tip for smaller parts because I don't have to push as hard. I can just barely touch it and the ink goes onto it. But if you're not comfortable with that, use the bullet tip. The bullet tip's a little smaller, so you can use that tip too. Okay, so I am going to pull out my color lifter for this, so you do want to have it on hand. So for his little nose here and for his little belly, we're going to do in a minute, I'm just going to use a little bit of my light, and I'm just kind of coloring around his nose and right under his mouth. And then I'm going to pull in my color lifter, and I'm just going to soften those edges a little bit, and it'll kind of pull some of that color in and just give him kind of a lighter colored nose. And we're going to do the same thing on his tummy. I'm going to put a little bit of the crumb cake down here right under his shirt, leaving a little bit of white spot in the middle. And then I'm just going to use my color lifter, and I'm just going to soften those edges. And that is our little guy all colored. Well, that's the otter part anyway. Isn't he cute? So not a whole lot of fancy blending going on. And now we're going to color his shirt. We're going to go Highland Heather for this. So again, I'm going to get my markers open. Let me see which one is the dark. This is the dark. And this one we'll do it the other way. We'll start light and then we'll add the highlights with the dark. So I'm going to color his whole shirt with the light. And just leave that little envelope white. Although you could color it any color you want. You can get real fancy with the envelope if you wanted. So, but I'm just going to go around it. We don't need to, we're not coloring it today. Sometimes I like to add shading on it with some gray. So now I'm going to take my dark Highland Heather. And again, where the artist has already made those lines, I know it's going to be the darkest. So that's where you're going to add those highlights. So I added the dark in there, and then I'm just going to go back with my light and just make sure that that's blended and softened those lines. And that's it. That's his little shirt. Oh, he's so cute. I just love him. Okay, now we're going to go in with our lovely lipstick to do the mailbox. And this is the last thing that we're really going to blend. Everything else, we're just coloring. So let me pull out my markers. Okay, and again, I'm doing the dark first because that is really the way I prefer. And the artist has added a lot of where the shading is going to be. It's going to be darkest on the inside, kind of on the top here where the flag is casting a shadow. And then on the little door here, it's going to be dark. And that's it. That's all my dark. The artist left those highlights for me, so use those as cues. And then I'm going to just go in, soften those dark lines. And go up here, soften all those dark lines. Super cute. Love it. I love our blends. And actually, I just placed an order yesterday. And I bought the blend storage. I couldn't resist anymore. I had to do it. I broke down. I got it. I don't really need blend storage, but because I did just buy a little box to keep all my blends in from the Container Store, but I'm going to find a different use for that box. My craft room needs to be desperately reorganized. So that's one of my plans for maybe Memorial Day weekend. Okay, I used my mango to color the little flag. And then I'm going to use it to color the little daisy down here, the little flower. And I need my lovely lipstick again. Just use the light. Just to add the little circle, the little inside there. Okay. Don't need that one. For my little mailbox post here, I'm just going to use my soft suede. If you didn't have soft suede and you only had crumb cake, you could use crumb cake too. I just didn't want the otter and the little wood part to be the same color, but you absolutely could, because if that's what you have, that's what you do, and that's fine. But I've invested a lot of money in blends. I feel I need to use them all. And then for the little grass accents, we're just using some Old Olive. You can get fancy and do a lot of blending on the ground here, but because it's just the ground, we're just using it to make him so he's actually sitting on something and he's not floating. We don't need to do a whole lot of blending. Your eyes are going to look straight at that otter. It's not going to go to the ground. So that is it. That's all of our coloring. That's our cute little otter. Isn't he so sweet? Oh my gosh. I love this image so much. And I didn't think I was going to love the little pelican or the platypus that are in it. But this little pelican, he is so much fun. I've colored him a ton too. He's a lot of fun to color. And the little platypus too. I love this stamp set. When I saw it was retiring, I had a little moment. I was a little sad. So let's start putting our card together. Actually, let's just finish up this piece while we're here. I have some of our, our white tulle ribbon, polka dot tulle. We're just going to tie a little bow. And I'm going to just cut a piece off. Can't tie ribbon on the roll. I just can't do it, so I have to cut a piece off. Okay, and I'm going to tie my bow upside down because for some reason, when I tie them upside down, they look better. Don't ask me why. They just do. Okay. This ribbon did carry over, so this is in the new catalog. And I love it because it's so cute and it's so like fun and whimsical and goes with so many things. So much cuter. Okay, there is a lot of pressure to tie this bow, you guys. Man, why do I keep making cards with bows? That's what I want to know. Do it on camera. Okay, I can do this. We may have to go with a knot. We'll see how this goes. Okay, here we go. There we go. We're just going to fix that. And if you need to finagle your bow a little bit, that's okay. So I'm just going to kind of sloof this one back out a little bit. There we go. Really cute. And then just trim my end here, just like that. So that little bow just adds such cute little whimsy and to him. He's just so cute. He's so cute. Okay, let's get to the rest of our card. The rest of the card comes together really easy. Once you stamp and color him, the rest of the card is easy. So my Highland Heather piece, I'm just gonna stick that down. This was, again, 5 1/4 by 4. And that's gonna get stuck right down. And you can always run this through an embossing folder if you think it needed some extra pizzazz on it. And then for our DSP piece here, I'm going to take that lovely lipstick piece and I'm going to tear it in half. I'm just going to tear it in half. I'm just using my fingers as my tool, and I'm just going to tear it in half. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to use this piece for the bottom. I didn't tear that very straight, but that's okay. And let's use those small checks this time on this piece. So I'm going to just attach this. Let me pull this up. Just attach this to the bottom so it has that nice little torn edge on the bottom. And then on the top, my snail will work. I'm going to glue this down, but I'm going to glue it down with that straight side on top. So we kind of looks like it's one continuous piece of paper, but we've saved some cardstock in the back. So, and you could just cut a piece of paper bigger than this and tear it off, but I have lots of scraps of lovely lipstick that are this size, so I said we're going to use that. That's what we did. So, but it's a good trick. If you don't want to add a lot of bulk to your card, it's a good little paper saving trick. And I do that a lot with like glimmer paper and foil, because we don't want to waste any of that. And it's not going to be seen under that little DSP piece, so you don't need to have such a big piece there. Look how cute. Oh, I love the little checks too. I don't know what I like better, the little ones or the big ones. You're probably like, Ruth, but there's no dimensionals on this card. Oh, yes there are. We just haven't gotten to them. There we go. So of course we're adding our otter with some dimensionals. And you could make this card with any of those 3 images. You could do it with the platypus or the, what's the other one? The pelican or the otter. The otter is just my favorite. His little face got to me last year when the catalog came out, so I had to have him. And then this piece just goes right on here, and it's about the same size as that Highland Heather piece, so it just lines up just like that. Isn't that cute? He is so cute. So let's bring in, so this was my kind of modified one. I felt that it needed at least one more layer, and then this is my other one. So you guys tell me, which do you like better? Do you like the small checks, or do you like the bigger checks? And what do you like? Do you like the lovely lipstick card base or the Highland Heather card base? You let me know. But I thank you guys very much for joining me. I will be back next week. I'll make sure to leave a time. Next week is going to be just super crazy. I got a lot going on next week. But I will make sure to make sure I stop and make sure to check in with you guys and do a Facebook Live. And if you want to order any of those products, if you want to order any of the paper pumpkin refills or anything off the clearance rack, make sure you head to my website. Click that shop now link. Use this hostess code. If your order's over $50, I'm going to mail you a package of rhinestones. And if your order's over $150, don't use the host code. You're going to get the Stampin' Rewards on your order, which is free stuff. The Stampin' Rewards means free stuff. So you're going to get free stuff on your order. And make sure you check out the retiring list while you're at the store. Check out all of that stuff on my online store. Make sure you head to my online store on May 1st. You can buy that Everything is Rosy kit. And I think that may be it. And check my vlog on May 1st for the Broadway birthday class to go. And I think that's it, guys. So let me know what you think of my cute little otter card, my Postcard Pals card. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week. Bye.